Hello, Amin. Thank you for taking some time to view this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One is to give you some tips and tricks you can use on your website to increase your online traffic, your revenue, your leads, and increase your business. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website and see if those tips and tricks could outrank them to get on that first page of Google in front of the eyes of more consumers. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. Whatever I talk about here, you could use on your own for your website. But if you want to talk about that or anything further, please feel free to reach out. My door is always open. But either way, if you leave me a few lines of feedback on this actual video, that helps me for making these videos for local businesses. All right, so let's get started. So first, content. For content, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage, just depending on the competition and number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you could place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So right now, you got a nice laid out website here, but I would definitely increase your content, your words on there, your relevant content, and that'll get you more searchability with Google, which I'll go over. So speaking of Google, if I lived in Kent, Washington, I know that's the area you serve with plumbing services. I might type this in, and here's what comes up. So a lot of times ads come up. That's hit or miss. You can invest in ads if you haven't already, but a lot of times consumers skip over those. Next comes the map pack here with citations. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we call this organics right here. We feel this is the most important with Google, searchability. So the goal is to be on the first page of any kind of service you provide or area you provide for, to be on that first page of Google, right in front of the face of consumers. So as you can see, as you scroll down, you're not on the first page of Google. So the goal is to beat the top competitor. Eventually that's the goal. We don't really count directories like Yelp or Angie's List, Expertise, because if I'm a consumer, I'm going to go to a local company's website. So instead of starting at the top, we'll go somewhere in the middle. So if you could outrank this guy in the middle, who's on the first page, you could be on the first page, and that leads to online traffic and leads to grow your business. Because you may have heard this saying, a great place to hide a dead body is on page 2 or 3 of Google. People just don't go there to search for more products and services. So let's compare your website to Drain Pro Plumbing website and see if those tips and tricks could outbeat them. So here's a tool we use to use a deep dive in websites. It's called Ahrefs. So here's your URL right here. I'm not sure if your website is new or not, but right now you're showing no backlinks, no reference domains, and no keywords. So Google is basically not recognizing you, or it's hard to find you on Google. So I'm going to compare these numbers, how we could get there, to that a first page on Google competitor, which is, there he is, Drain Pro Plumbing. You see his website's, he has more content on there, so that's why he's on page 1 there. But you could do some things on your website as well, take some of these things and get closer to outranking him. So here's his numbers right here, his URL. So he has 90 words, 90 keywords. So keywords gives you that searchability with Google. And you could take some of these keywords that apply to you, like Plumbing Kent. That could apply to any business. You take that on your website, that's 500 search volume. That's a strong keyword. So you want to find keywords, more bang for your buck. Drain Pro, that's a good one, 1,000 volume, to add that to your website to find that searchability. So next is backlinks. Let me go back here. So backlinks is anywhere where one website is linking to your website. So think of this as an endorsement for your website. Google uses this to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. So literally, it's like a popularity contest as well. Person with the most backlinks wins. But keep it in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. So it's important to have other HVAC services, plumbing services linking back to you. That gives you searchability in Google. So to get close to this competitor, let's go to him. He has 509 backlinks with 105 reference domains. So good, this is very attainable. It's not hard to outrank him. If you get close to these numbers, that traffic, you'll be on the first page of Google. That leads you to more traffic and online leads. And then finally, there are citations. So citations is anywhere where your Google business profile is shown up exactly as your address, business name, number, and address. So citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. Again, the goal is to be in the top 3 or 4. Sometimes there's 4 here, but there's 3 here. Much like page 2 or 3 of Google, people don't click this button for more services. So you want to be right in front of the eyes of consumers. And to do that, your citations include directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB, probably hundreds of others you heard of. Also, social media accounts are great too. So the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank above them. So once your content, your backlinks, your citations, once they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at and why that's so worth it. It's being the eyes of consumers here and somewhere on top here. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that will generate some pretty decent revenue for you. Also, there's usually many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this video for you to start generating those leads on your own. But if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I could help you out with that, give you some more information. We could talk about goals. I could do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach those goals. So again, if you leave me a few lines of feedback, that'll help me out make these videos for local businesses. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. And thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this was helpful. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.